I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Cookie Cowboy stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Encarnacion takes this over himself to record the putout. Cookie Cowboy will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. And despite the great effort, no throw from the second baseman, and that ought to be an infield single. And guys, I think you might agree there's little doubt that the star of this afternoon's contest was this man, Starlin Castro. Picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them.
Back live now. We are north of the border in Toronto, and the retractable roof is closed for comfort. We celebrate Jackie Robinson Day with a great matchup. Cookie Cowboy will stand in now, and beware because he has been off the charts hot here to start the season.
And I think it's just a little too early to get overly excited about this guy, but we all know he's very capable of keeping this up.
Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center, giving him an even 150. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here.
Leading off the inning, Cookie Cowboy, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone, a home run. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that?
Cookie Cowboy will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya! Two-run shot to straightaway center. His 3rd home run of the ball game as we are all tied at 5.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Here it is. His 3rd home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Cookie Cowboy will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Hit hard on the ground to second, and this is through into right field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
Now batting. Well, he gets his team going with that leadoff single here late in the game, and you can tell he is excited. Look how fired up he is down there at first.
And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fella right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man right there. He winds up finishing with 3 home runs. Well, what surprised me was, after a while, why even pitch to him?
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 7-6. So long from Toronto.
Our final line score this afternoon, first for the victorious Yankees, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Santiago Casilla. His record is now 2-0. The loss goes to Drew Story. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 40 minutes. Our paid attendance at the Rogers Center this afternoon, 50,516. The Blue Jays thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.
Matt Vasgersian back now on the MLB pregame show. And as we draw closer to first pitch here in the downtown Toronto and the Rogers Center, the home of this edition of Baseball on the Show. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. EK, any thoughts?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's been a one-man wrecking crew lately, driving in 20 runs over the last 10 ball games. I guess I shouldn't say one-man wrecking crew. It takes a lot of support from the guys above him to get in the position to be driven in, but he has been the man.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Ranging back is Pilar, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 23 for him thus far. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Boy, he's seeing the ball well here early in this first month of the season. Here he doesn't try to do too much with this. He just takes it the other way. That average will climb even higher. He's got another base hit.
Cookie Cowboy strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, how much hotter is he going to get? He's got himself another 3-hit ball game, and that batting average is going to continue to climb even higher.
Cookie Cowboy will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Out in front of it, strike one. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. 1 run is scored. The run scores from second, and a relay home. It's in time, and he's out at the plate, so they'll get 2 runs on the plate. Cookie Cowboy will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
He's set. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pilar's there. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, just a great...
This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Tops Player Spotlight. Cookie Cowboy will be in the glow, and not only was he an all-star during the midseason break, but he also shined the brightest out of all the great players in the game as he won the All-Star Game's MVP award.
You know, that's one of those honors, Matt, that's just really cool to get. Like you said, it means that you can dominate against the best of the best in the major leagues. Also, remember this, he's a big reason why his league's representative in the World Series will now have home field advantage this year.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show. Time for baseball under the Tropicana Field Dome in St. Pete. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I think you better look out for that cleanup hitter. He's now working on the longest hitting streak of all time, and he's looking to extend his record.
Cookie Cowboy strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games. Smiley comes set. Here's the first pitch. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run.
Now batting, right fielder.
Settling in now, Cookie Cowboy. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Over to the first.